In America, black babies aren't born without a bullet long enough to match their names. A bullet long enough to match the potential that could have been Trayvon Martin, Luther King Jr. The repetition of this history is quite frightening, but nobody pays attention, unfortunately. America celebrates blackness with objection, oppression, criminalization, and death. So how can I imagine a world outside of the box when society doesn't want me to move off of the four corners of my block? Society doesn't want me to move out of the four walls of my prison. Society doesn't want me out of the four walls in a coffin. Centuries of slavery, decades of Jim Crow, war on drugs, war on education. Freedom ain't free to the black man. The 13th Amendment makes freedom free only behind bars and 6 feet beneath our feet, and manslaughter can only be considered manslaughter if you're killing a man. So the current compromise is to equate the black man to 3/5 of the human, and still we are not human. 3/5 of the man, if you're familiar with the history. 3/5 of the man, but yet 3/5 the man created 5/5 of the country, and 3/5 of man is 5/5 the president. So Trayvon Martin's passing is 3/5 or 5/5 the symbol of being black being a crime by punishment and death. George Zimmerman, a wannabe neighborhood watchman, was supposed to look out for Trayvon Martin. I think we forget that George Zimmerman was actually supposed to make sure Trayvon Martin got home safely. George Zimmerman was actually supposed to give Trayvon Martin a ride home.
Not kill him.
Ironically, George Zimmerman wants to be the law. Ironically, George Zimmerman wants to be a police officer. Ironically, justice is blind. Ironically, Trayvon Martin had the rainbow in his hand that night. The unison of colors in one bag. Ironically, that was taken away from him that night.
Great.
Ironically, this is a post-racial society. A society that proves we, the people, need to do for ourselves because Lady Liberty is now blind, deaf, and dumb.
Yep.
We are strong, we are one. We are the change necessary to move the society forward, but we need to move. This inertia, this static electricity isn't moving us anywhere. We must take back our education, we must take back our history, we must take back our media, we must take back our streets. We must respond to the ability to act. We must have the ability to respond, to take actual responsibility of the injustice that happens in our community and our indirect community. Trayvon Martin now has a new meaning. So we must define this meaning wisely, proactively, and progressively. I am love, I am life, I am the future, I am Trayvon.